Hi, good morning, everyone. So welcome to our third bit of today's program in our induction week. So I know it's an extraordinary way of gluing your eyes to the screen and going through different bits of things. And I'm sure you would have felt the passion that some of our students and many of our teachers have put in getting the whole thing together. So definitely, you would be thinking like how it would be if you compared the difference when it's live, when you come to school and have the orientation. But anyway, I will keep my speech simple today, and in the next half an hour, yes, half an hour, I'll be talking about YOLO 4.0. Now, this is actually the message or the slogan that I have when I was asked to write about when I first joined this school. So I'd like to take the next half an hour and explain to you like how this relates to my pastoral work for this year. And I'm sure if you look at the schedule, we'll have a lot of wonderful arrangement for you guys to excite you, the things that we will be doing over this 1 year. As I've said earlier in our introduction, when Ms. Tam introduced us, there's only 22 days and 28 days where we'll see you all. And with that in mind, I'll tell you what YOLO 4.0 is. Now, obviously, when you think of what YOLO stands for, I'm sure all of you would know what YOLO means. Well, it stands for you only live once. Yes, I'm sure some teachers or even your parents might have told you there's a negative connotation or meaning behind YOLO. But actually, I'd like to ask you a question. So, does it mean if you can live once in your life and to live it to the fullest, you can do anything you like? No. My definition of YOLO is different from what you see in the screen above here. Like it should be here, right? So I'm trying to train myself also. This is a very different experience doing a live here right now with a lot of animation. Okay, so my definition of YOLO is totally different. Now, how would I interpret? That's why I have 4.0 with it. But before I get into this YOLO 4.0, I'd like to introduce you a framework, how we should look at our development. Now, we come to school, or in our learning experience, it's not only about academic subjects. Yes, academic is important, but we have those values and attitudes that we exhibit are important part of our learning. And you have to ask yourself deeply and think thoughtfully, like how you are developing as an individual, as a person. Are you developing only on one side, like you focus on academic too much and then your other aspects in your life are missed, or you focus too much on the other things and you're not paying attention to your academic? So this is a balance that we would like to work on in this year together with my other partner, Vice Principal, Ms. Jung. Now, if we look at this framework, it's actually our whole person development. Now, as you can see, there are 5 components in this. Now, the first thing, which is very important, it's your health and well-being. So what have we been doing? Okay, I'll have to ask myself, and I'll ask myself, and I'll also ask you guys to think for our health and wellness. What have we been doing? Now, Ms. Koo has been sharing a lot of brilliant posters with you all on how to have a healthy mindset, how to be comfortable and get yourself comfortable under this lockdown, staying at home. And even some of my students, when I had the lesson in the morning, they were covering their mouth like this as if they're wearing a mask. Now, we understand it will take some time, but then this is the first thing our entire team on the pastoral side will look at when you come back, whether we have a balance in academic and also non-academic, and whether you are mentally, psychologically ready for the change, because it has been 8 months and 9 months. So if you haven't, please come and talk to us. We will help you how to adjust. And even for me, well, don't think it's weird or strange if you have problem communicating with people when you see a big crowd when school resumes. I will have to adjust, and all of our teachers will have to adjust when we have to face a group of students inside a classroom, because we have not been seeing our students on such a scale for some time. And then the second thing, if you look at the diagram, is our life skills. You know, the resilience. Ms. Tam has explained this word to everyone this morning. It's how strong are we, and also our problem-solving ability. Honestly, this morning, I'm thankful to my other class teacher who helped me together. There are a lot of problems we face with IT skills, and we see a lot of up and down. Some students' mic were not working, some of their cameras were not working, and some of them could not connect and stuff like that. We have to solve a lot of these problems. Likewise, you will also be facing a lot of problems in life, and we would like to look at from our arrangement, how we can make you a good problem solver and create opportunities for you to make mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and improve. That would be the second area that you would like to draw your attention to. Then the third thing is the relationship literacy, as you can see in the diagram. Now, with this COVID-19, I'm sure a lot of our communication skills, social skills had been put on hold. We might be very good with computers now and chat online with WhatsApp and all these things you can name. But more importantly, how we can go back to that social interaction that we long for. And we will definitely make that work and happen again, even though you would have to, even though you are coming to school for half day, but for us, it's still a good opportunity, a good window time to work on that. And if you have experienced some difficulties, or you want to know more about this area, our pastoral team is more than happy to look into that. And in our induction program, we will be touching on these various things, and so please pay attention to who you should be looking for. But after this framework, I'll let you know a little bit the teachers that are looking after these areas. And then the next is the civil literacy, the civic literacy. We will also look at, if we want to see if we are developing wholly, how are we engaging ourselves as a responsible citizen. There are a lot of things I think our lovely LTPSS students have, and that compassion, how we can translate that into serving our community in Taipo, Hong Kong, and beyond Hong Kong. So we will we'll be looking at that, and we will also look into our ELW trips and see how that experience can give you that sort of understanding and that sort of experiential learning. And finally, global awareness. As you can see, like in our school, we have students from different cultural, ethnic background. And this is something that we should celebrate and embrace. Like I myself, I was born in Hong Kong, okay? And well, it's an open secret. My Cantonese is much more fluent than my English, okay? And I can read. So don't worry. When you see me, I understand what you mean. So please don't feel scared to speak with me in English. I would understand what you think, but I'll make you speak out. So we have to celebrate our differences, and it's a beauty. This year we have, like I'm sure in the morning, Miss Francis mentioned, we have 180 Form 1 students. Inside we have also a lot of ethnic minority students. We have to celebrate this beauty. We need to know more about how the world is through these ambassadors. And many of them are actually born in Hong Kong. So you can see I was grown up in Hong Kong, I was born in Hong Kong, and I treasure Hong Kong so much that I think I'm a more of a local than actually a Pakistani myself. But at the same time, I do not forget my culture. Likewise, all of us, we have our own belief, our own thinking, our own way of life. We will create a platform for us to share. Now, just now I have, sorry for being so long-winded and sounding like a professor, actually, but when we look at whether are we developing as a whole person, these are some of the things we will look at. And don't worry, you don't have to memorize those things. We will translate those into experiences for you all. So when we have activities, the thing that I want to see is an active participation. If you have wonderful suggestions or you think you don't understand why you have to join, please come to me. Come to Miss Koo, come to Miss Helen Chu, come to Miss Joanna Low. We will explain to you why we have arranged these things and why these activities are meant for you. Now, going back, what is YOLO 4.0? Now, you can see the YOLO is in 4 different colors. And well, there's a hashtag there just to, sound more close to you guys, right? We have all these hashtag and stuff like that. And, well, by the way, Mr. Timmy Hung, he actually has created a school Instagram. So search, we have a school Instagram, and then we'll be posting some nice content there. If you have something you'd like to share with us, approach us. So going back to this, the difference of my interpretation is the 4.0. So 4.0 means there are 4 levels of YOLO for me. And this is how I will be looking at my work for the coming year. Now, you can see from this diagram, they have an interconnected relationship and it's spiral, okay? So to put that into a table, this is how it looks like. So for YOLO 1.0, I think the most important thing is we have to possess the right value. For YOLO 2.0 is how we can become a deep learner, okay? And then for 3.0, how we can captain our own career and our life planning. Or trajectory means the pathway that we want to pursue and how we want our life to be, but not the YOLO definition. It's my YOLO 4.0 definition, okay? And then finally is how to give back to the society. So this is the 4.0, and then I will explain to you what each of them means and you try to relate, okay? But I'll give you guys 5 seconds to look at this first. Okay, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0. Okay, now, so 1.0, possessing the right value. Now, as students, I think the most important thing is we should have a positive understanding of ourselves. Okay, if you can see, there's a Chinese saying, like if you look at 5 fingers here, they are all in different lengths, okay? And each of them has can do their own role. And if we can't use this, we can't use thumb for other things, we use this finger, okay? And so on and so forth, okay? I don't want to get you guys wrong, but this is, same goes to us as human being. We have human follies, and sometimes we might be good at one thing and we might be weak at one thing. So we should focus on the positive things that we have and try to understand ourselves. At the same time, if we have some limitation or weaknesses, we'll try to see how we can turn them into some positive energy. Okay, that's the first thing. The other thing when we are looking at YOLO 4.0 is we have to overcome some of our negative influences, or some negative influences that we have. That can be from the peers, that can be the societies, or that can be from social media. Okay, and then we as an individual, we have to know what is right, what is wrong, and how we should pursue. And this is what our value education would be about. We will discuss with you, we'll let you experience, and we'll get you to share with us. And then from there, we will instill the right values and the right LTP SS value in you through, of course, it won't be only through talking, a lot of activities, and we will see how you are doing. Okay? And then the last thing for 1.0 is the way you look at things, how you think, the cognition. And we give you input, experience, and how you translate that into action. I have been teaching for the past 17 years. Most of the time, our students know what is right. Okay? They know how we should do it. But most of the time, the action is missing. So we want to emphasize on this action bit. If we know in self-regulated learning, it's important. Teachers tell us to do it like this. And sometimes if we can't do it, it's because we have that procrastination, or sometimes we think and give ourselves some excuses of not doing. So this bit, it's something we want to push everyone, okay? And in this pushing, if you have some difficulties, talk to us, talk to the teachers, we will help you. So that's YOLO 1.0, okay? Possessing the right value. So I believe all the LTPSS students has that right value, and it's sometimes that you are confused with things. Talk to us and we will tell you, and then make you a critical thinker, and you can decide for yourself. We don't want to tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't, but with our experiences and the arrangement and activities and the life experiences that we shared with you, you will be able to decide between the right and wrong, and go for the good influences and learn from those negative influences or experiences to propel yourself in the right direction. Okay, that's 1.0. Now, going to 2.0, deep learner. Hey, what does that mean? Now, I know everyone knows how to learn, but you have to learn in a deep manner. What is that? Now, I think there are a couple of things you need to take note. There are 5 points at least. The first point is, don't confine your learning only to lesson time. I tell you, the moment you leave your home, you are learning. The moment you look around, you are learning. Of course, when you sit in the classroom, you will be learning, but then there are a lot of things going on. And if we arrange experiences for you, those are moments for you to learn. Put your skills into practice. For example, if I have the chance to be part of the student association, and if I am the financial secretary or the treasurer in the student association, I can apply my business and accounting and finance concept, or even from economics, into practice. Or if I am the person in campus TV, I can put my language skills into my production, my creativity element that I have learned from my performing arts or music into it. So this is what I call skills that you have learned and you can transfer into your subject. Next, very important, I know in LTPSS we have to use English, but at the same time, please devote yourself into learning Chinese, okay? And also if you have opportunities for overseas exchange or have chances to go mainland China, Putonghua or Mandarin is another thing that you should not neglect, because in Hong Kong, these three things are important for survival. Look at me. As I told you, my Cantonese is much better than my English. And if I have a time next year, if I have some time, I'd like to brush up my Putonghua. Okay? It's very putong at the moment, but I'll work hard on it. Okay? Now, the next thing, it's we have to, like as I've said, we experience a lot of things. Problems is, I think everyone cannot run away from problems. And how we can solve a problem, whether it's a relationship problem, whether it's a homework problem, or it might be another problem, we have to learn how to solve a problem. As young individual, you might have a lot of blind spots, okay, to look and analyze a problem. We have a mileage longer than yours. We can offer our perspective and see what would be the best solution to each of the problem. I tell you honestly, there isn't any problem that has no solution. And this is the beauty that I found in the past 30 days in this school. So any problems, my door is always open for you all. And any teachers, share with us, we will help you find a solution. And then the next thing that we should look at for 2.0 is how to become an independent and self-directed learner. I tell you, the next 21 days and the next 27 days, we are putting you on tests. Are you able to monitor yourself? Are you able to take note and control yourself without your parents sitting next to you and seeing you, hey, and with a stick, well, no, sorry, I don't think there would be a stick next to you, but to monitor you and get the things done. So, and also the homework submission or the activities we arrange for you, some online activities. So take that active part. And finally, since it's self-regulated learning, we have to use internet, the technology, ethically. Okay, and I think we will have a topic on this in our life education on how to be a responsible user of IT. Okay, and if you get things, how we should protect each other, the privacy issue, all these things you have to look at. So in a nutshell, being a deep learner is, I think you are able to set yourself on a learning track where you know what you are doing, and if you're doing well, you're able to find out why you're doing well and leverage on that. And if you're not doing well, you can actually find out why, seek some help and support and improve in that area. And trust me, you will grow exponentially if you have this mindset. Now, going to YOLO 3.0 is actually our career and life planning. Well, this is very important. Like, you come to school for a purpose, honestly. Now, if you are in Form 1 and Form 2, I think you have to learn the basic, managing your time, adapting to a secondary school life, overcoming this COVID-19 phobia of staying at home for 10 hours each day, gluing your eyes to the screen. But when you come to school, these are some of the skills that you will be learning. And then when you are in Form 3, you are already thinking of what you want to do in future. And then, oh, for that thing, I need to study what electives. And then once you are in Form 4, Form 5, you are looking ahead for your DSE, how to secure a certain amount of score or grade so that it can help you propel or achieve your goal. And finally, when you are in Form 6, you would be looking at the different timelines, how to write a fantastic and brilliant personal statement to dazzle your readers in the university. So this is something that you should be looking at. Of course, having said that, you will have fun time, but at the same time, don't have this over fun and disregard these sort of things. To put it into a simple perspective, you have to narrate your story. We will listen to your story. You tell us. I tell you, there's nothing wrong to have a dream. If you want to be Form 1, if you say you want to be a movie star, well, it's perfectly fine. But I think the next thing is, once you have this dream, come and talk to us. And then we will share with you what we think, and you tell us, and we will help connect the different dots to make this story coherent, so that you know how physical, how practical, or how realistic that is. And maybe in the process of exchanging ideas, well, there's something else. You might be a good music teacher or a good drama teacher instead of being a superstar. So you never know. And we will be listening to your story and help you narrate in a way so that you understand more about yourself. And we connect that with your senior secondary schooling, the subjects that you have, and then work towards that goal and achieve that and begin your life voyage in that direction. Okay, so that's a 3.0. And finally, I think it's the 4.0 is giving back to the society. This is something I think it's very important. This is something which is missing, and I hope students in LTPSS will learn how to give back. Don't worry, it's not rocket scientists. We can start small, and we will help you to be one of the individuals who would care about what's happening in the community and help the needy. So to put into perspective, in Chinese, we have to disregard our small me. We have to think of the big me. If I can be happy, why not to think of making the whole class happy or the whole community in Taipo happy? Your happiness will be multiplied by 100. You gain more. And to do that, I think empathy is something that we need to look at. Whatever we do, we try to think from others' perspective and feel how that is. Imagine now the economic downturn, some people don't have jobs, and if we are living in a very well-off environment, how can we help those needy people who are struggling for 2 meals? You can make a change. Don't underestimate your change ability. And after saying all these YOLO 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0, we will, this is the direction I will guide my work together with my team and provide you with that experience. And that's why our focus and your focus for this year falls under these 6 words. Remember them. The first thing is confidence. We have to build your confidence for learning and confidence in your self-image and positive understanding of yourself, and also do well in your academic, okay? I believe Form 6 students and Form 5 students, you're stressing out because you have missed a lot. Don't worry. We will work out with you in a smart way how you can deal with your exam, okay? If you have 1 year to study, you use 1 year to study. If you have 5 months to study for a DSE, we can use the 5 months approach. Even last 1 hour, we can use it. So we will help you, okay? Second, self-regulated boys and girls. Technology is so disruptive. With COVID-19, everyone is put on tests. And trust me, our learning dynamics has changed. So when school resumes, we will integrate our learning both online to offline or from offline to online. So you have to be self-regulated learner. Okay, make yourself comfortable with technology and make yourself comfortable to that different style. We teachers are adjusting. It's not an easy thing, but we are ready for this change. I believe you guys can do better than us. So why not share with us how we can improve as well. Next, be goal driven. Okay, if you set a target, a realistic target, you can move forward. Okay, and if you're lost, don't worry. Sit with us. We'll discuss, find out. Okay, everyone is capable. Next, compassion. So we have to see what's happening in our community, and let's give some thoughts and care for our community. We have to get you self-aspired. So that's why that's why the fundamental is you are goal-driven. And this one, our pastoral team has some exciting arrangement for you to work on that. And finally, resilience. Resilience. You have to be strong. It's normal to face setback, but it's more important when we face setback, how we wake up, how we make ourselves strong and robust and be a tough individual to overcome those. And if you sometimes find yourself lonely in this process, talk to us. Everyone has a struggle. Everyone has some bad times or some unhappy times. By talking to each other, we can find some sunshine. After every heavy rain, we can see the sun coming out. Likewise, in life, it's the same thing. So after saying all the, like so far I've talked about what YOLO 4.0 is. I talk about the whole person development. I talk about the 6 focus that you have to pay attention to. And here, I show you this as well again. So start thinking where you are in these 5 areas and how you would make yourself a different individual in the coming year. And remember, I welcome crazy ideas. I am a very open individual. Come and talk to me. Okay? Don't look at my age. Don't judge me with my white hair. I'm as young as you guys by heart. And then finally, ask yourself where you are in your YOLO. Where are you in 1.0? Where are you in 2.0? Where are you in 3.0? And where are you in 4.0? So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it has been my honor to have talked to you through this 30 minutes. And this is just the beginning. I will try my best in the coming year, talk to each and every one of you and learn about your story. Okay? On that note, I'll call it a day. So stay tuned for our exciting program for the remainder of the day, and Miss Koo will be telling you something that is very important, and it's something that we have touched earlier. Okay? Have a nice day. Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's me again. So following what Dr. Rees had said, YOLO, you only live once, right? How are we going to work on that? How are we going to be our best possible self? We need to set goals. As mentioned by Ms. Tam just now in the opening ceremony, goals help us to walk closer to our dreams. Remember, you need to set goals so that you can be your best possible self. So to start with, I would now send you a task in Google Classroom. So I would try you to experience how it would be like in normal lessons. I have now sent the task to S1 to S4 until 4M. Okay, it takes time. That's why I want you to experience how a teacher would go through in their normal teaching life. That's why I said we need patience. We need to be patient. We need to be understanding. And it's still sending out. See, it takes some time. When you receive the file, you can set that as your learning target of this section. After this section, you will be able to see, you will be able to do the task that I have asked you to. Okay, so I'm still waiting. Please show me if you can receive my assignment. Okay, I have done the first lot. Let me do the second lot. I'll now send the task to 4A to Form 5 as well. Give me some time. That's why we need understanding, we need patience. If you received my assignment already, you can see that I asked you to send me a Google document. I didn't attach the Google document because I want you to train yourself to set a Google document on your own. I trust that every one of you know how to do it after the class suspension period. For S1 students, I have mentioned it in your orientation week. If you need any support, please go to the videos that I shared with you. You can get all the information there in your orientation week files. So now I'm uploading the Google document and the process goal PowerPoint with you. So see how long it takes. That's why I need your patience and understanding. If you have already got the file, you may read the instruction now. That is your learning target of the day. Okay, so 10 more seconds, all of you will be receiving my task of the day. I will wait till it's sent and then go through what we are learning today with you. Okay, so now please open what is in Google Classroom now, goal setting, the 1st of September. Your task is, please set a target for yourself to achieve by the end of this week. So by Friday, what do you want to achieve? Look at the outcome you want and see how many steps you need to take to get the outcome. Set process goals for it. And then in your work, please write down your name, class, and class number, and then copy the following on the Google document. Okay, so in this section, we will work on process goals. So why do we set goals to start with? It helps us to focus on what is important so that we can prioritize what we are doing. Also, it would help our well-being because we won't procrastinate, right? And then we won't be chased by the teachers about our homework submission. Also, it will help us stay motivated and to be resilient. Resilient means you can get through things through a positive attitude, be persistent, solve problems instead of feeling bad about coming across challenges. Also, setting goals help us to achieve an outcome we want. So you can be closer to your goal, to your outcome if you set goals. Let me share with you a quote. People with goals succeed because they know where they are going. So if you want to set a target for yourself, you need small goals to achieve it. Let me share with you the small goal I have for today. The small goal I have for today is more than 90% of LTPSS students can get online and see their class teachers this morning. Do you think my goals is achieved? Yes. But my goals involved many people. It includes all class teachers, right? It also includes more than 90% of students. Your goals is set by yourself, and you decide who will be involved and what the goal is. Let me tell you more in this section. When talking about setting goals, we are talking about setting SMART goals. What are SMART? Last year we covered that as well. S-M-A-R-T, it's like your classes, right? S, be specific. For example, who is involved in this goal? For Miss Khoo's goal, the class teachers and myself, all staff members, as well as the GO staff members. And what do I want to accomplish? For Miss Khoo's goal, I want 90% or more of students can get online and then meet their class teachers. I want to make it happen. Where is the goal to be achieved? At school, right? And all online platforms. It's a challenge, but all teachers took the challenge and we made it. When do I want to achieve this goal? For Miss Khoo's goal, today. And you are going to tell me your goal by the end of today as well. Why do I want to achieve this goal? For me, very simple. To get all students back to school so that they can meet each other, they can have a good time each other, they can remember that they are students of LTPSS and they have people around to support them. After S, M, measurable. How many do you want to include in your goal? How much do you want to include in your goal? In my goal, more than 90% of students, all class teachers, all staff members. How do I know if I have reached my goal? I can see the numbers of you attended the classes. Easy, right? What about you? How are you going to measure your goal? Next, how do I measure my progress? For Miss Khoo's goal, it is a short-term goal. It takes only 1 day. So I can see the outcome immediately. But of course, later on, I will talk about goals that you can take longer to achieve. After M is A. Achievable. Do I have the resources and capabilities to achieve the goal? For example, for Miss Khoo's goal, I need all class teachers, I need all staff members, I need the IT support team, I need the GO staff member, I need every staff member of the school to make it happen. These are resources that I have, I can use. Capabilities means, does the team have the ability to achieve the goal? So you have to assess, okay? You have to assess. Have others done this successfully before? This is an area that you can think of for your goal on achievable, on whether it is achievable. For online live stream like this, I am not sure about whether other schools can do it successfully, but take it personal. I'm very impressed by what we have done today. And I think you should be very impressed and also appreciate what everyone in the school has done for you. So realistic. R. Is the goal realistic? Is the goal reachable given enough time and resources? This is a very important question you have to ask yourself when you set goals. You do not set goals that is not needed, is not necessary. The goals you set should help you become a better self. So it should be realistic. Next one, T, time bound. Does your goal have a deadline? Okay. Do you set deadlines for yourself to achieve the goal? Also, by when you want to achieve your goal? It is very important because, remember, we always ask you to set goals at the beginning of every school year. And then you set an year goal. It is okay to set a year goal, but then in the middle of the year, you will find that, oh, I'm not any closer to the year goal. So we wasted our effort on setting the goals, right? Now we are working on setting smaller goals so that you can achieve. And by achieving the small goals becomes the stepping stone for you to achieve the outcome at the end of the year. So now, let's look at the goals together. Is this goal smart? Let me, you tell me, okay? So class teacher, you may look at your class responses and answer me. Is this goal smart? Let me pick one class and join. And then let you answer me whether this goal is smart. I will go to 1S. Hi 1S. Wave me a hi if you see me. Okay, so I'm inviting number 7 to turn on your mic and tell me, do you think this goal is smart? I want to get a B in mathematics. 1S number 17, turn on your mic, please. Hi, I have a lot of hi from 1S. Okay, maybe in the text box then, chat box then, we have some time lag between us. Okay, 1S, number 17, can you hear me? Oh, you can't hear. Why? Okay, hi, you are with your mic on. Tell me, is this goal smart? I want to get a B in mathematics. Is it smart? Specific? Mathematics, yes, it is specific. Measurable? Is it measurable? Yes, seems so. I have a B in mathematics. What about achievable? Yes, achievable too, I think. What about realistic? Yes, it's realistic because it's about our school life, our academic achievement, right? What about time bound? Any specific time that I mentioned? Yes or no? 1S, show me by nodding your head or saying no to me. Is it a smart goal? Okay. No, it is not, because we do not have any time bound in this goal. Next, let's look at the second one. And now I will invite S3, 3M. 3M, Mr. Ariaga's class. Let me join you now. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see you all. Hi. Wow. Oh, I can see all your faces. I'm so excited. So let's see this goal. I will do 10 mathematics questions every day. Is this smart? Is this goal smart? Yeah? Okay. Is this goal smart? Number 2. Can you tell me whether this goal is smart? Hi everyone. Is this goal smart? Specific? Mathematics, yes. Measurable? 10 mathematics questions, yes, it's measurable. Realistic? Yes, we have to make improvement on mathematics. A, achievable. Can you do 10 math questions every day? Yes, I think so. Time bound? Every day. Yes, it's smart. Thank you. Number 2. Yeah, very good. It's a smart goal. Number 3. Okay, I'll leave as 3M and I'll go to 2Y. 2Y. I'm joining 2Y. Hello everyone. Hi Miss Chen. Hi. Hi 2Y students. Okay, so number 3. I will revisit all learning materials I did or I was taught today after school. Do you think this is a smart goal? Do you think this is a smart goal? 2Y number 15. Can you please answer me? 2Y number 15. I will revisit all learning materials I did today after school. So smart, be specific. Revisiting all learning materials, yes? Measurable, you have 7 periods a day, so you're going to revisit 7 lessons, the materials of 7 lessons. A, achievable, yes, you have the whole afternoon to work on that. R, realistic, yes, you can do it. It's realistic, related to school life. So what about time bound? Today after school. Yes, thank you. So it is smart. Thank you very much, 2Y. It would be better if I can see your faces. So I'm hoping to see all your faces tomorrow. Thank you. And I'll leave 2Y now. Next one, the 4th one. This time I will invite 5 essay. 5 essay. Hi everyone. Hi Mr. Chan. Hello. So everyone, please look at the goal on the screen now. I will greet my class teachers every morning during class affairs period. Okay, so this is what you should develop on your personal growth side. Did you greet your class teacher this morning, 5SA? And now I would like to invite number 22. Number 22, please say a hi in the chat box if you are here with me. Hello? See, if you are not showing your faces, I will not know whether you are actively listening to me. And after all my preparation, I'm quite sad. Okay, anyway, you may take time and then please do show your faces tomorrow. Now tell me, I'll greet my class teachers every morning during class affairs period. It's specific. I need to greet my class teacher. Measurable. Yes, the action you can do is measurable. Realistic, yes. Achievable, yes. Greeting your class teachers, it should be easy for you. And time bound, yes. During class affair period, it is the time that you need to work on. Okay, so after all this goal is smart. Okay, so I'll join you later, 5SA. Okay, bye-bye now. And last goal to look at, let me go back to an S3 class. 3Y. Hello, 3Y students. Hello. Hello. Okay, let's look at the goal on the screen now. I will print off my class timetable and post it up somewhere very easily to be seen. Is this goal smart? Number 4, 3Y number 4. Can you tell me whether this goal is smart? I can print off my class timetable and post it up somewhere very easily to be seen. 3Y number 4. 3Y number 4. Is it a smart goal? Again, I do not know whether number 4 is here. That's why showing your faces is very important. I cannot take attendance if your faces are not shown because I do not know whether you are here. Okay, so is this goal smart? Okay, be specific. I print off my class timetable. Measurable, I have the class timetable to look at, so it is measurable. Okay, achievable, printing it off, yes, it is achievable. Realistic, yes, too, because you need the timetable to know what will be happening in the day, right? And time bound, yes, today. It is the time that you set for yourself to achieve the goal. Okay, so I'll join 3Y later. Bye-bye, 3Y. Okay, next part. I will be moving on to process goal. Okay, it is easy to talk about setting SMART goals, but when talking about process goals, it is a bit harder. Last year, we worked on setting SMART goals. Some of you still need some time to work on SMART goals, but today I want you to stretch yourself a bit, so we are working on process goal. Okay, process goal helps us to get closer to the outcome we want. Let's look at what Ms. Koo wants, okay, the outcome. Ms. Koo wants to be able to communicate with Mr. Arriaga in Spanish fluently, okay? Maybe it's too big. If it is too big, then I can narrow it down, okay? I can do a self-introduction to Mr. Arriaga using Spanish by October. Okay, so what should I do? Please brainstorm it with me. What should I do? If I want to make a self-introduction in Spanish to Mr. Arriaga fluently by October, what do I have to do? Okay, begin with the end in mind. I have this outcome. The process, the first one should be Ms. Koo has to revise or learn, okay, the Spanish words for self-introduction. I know nothing about Spanish, and maybe starting today I should learn some Spanish words for my self-introduction. Then I have to practice saying the Spanish words, okay, like how I learned English. I have to practice saying the Spanish words to be able to give a Spanish self-introduction. And then after that, I can introduce myself in Spanish to Mr. Arriaga in October. Okay, this is my end goal. This is the outcome I want to see. Now, the process goal. I will recite the pronunciation of Spanish words for my self-introductions in 2 weeks. So, in these 2 weeks, I will be practicing, I will be reciting, okay, memorizing the pronunciation of the Spanish words for my self-introduction. Next, I will practice doing my self-introduction in Spanish every day for 2 weeks after the first 2 weeks. And it will be October, right? That is my second process goal. And I have to evaluate it all the time and see if I can do it, okay? If I cannot practice speaking fluently, then I need to go back to reciting the pronunciation of the words, okay? So every day, you evaluate your goal. After all the 2 process goals, and then I will go to the last goal. I will practice my self-introduction in Spanish with my friends before meeting Mr. Arriaga. Okay, I need someone to help me, okay, to tell me whether my Spanish is fluent enough, okay? Look at the 3 process goals again. So I will recite the pronunciation of the Spanish words for my self-introductions in 2 weeks. And then I will practice doing my self-introduction in Spanish every day for 2 weeks. The last goal is I will practice my self-introduction in Spanish with my friends before meeting Mr. Arriaga. And then imagine in October, after all these 3 process goals, I can introduce myself fluently in Spanish in front of Mr. Arriaga. This is what we call process goal. Okay, now take out your notebook or a piece of paper. Let's work on setting your process goals. Okay, your process goals. What are your process goals? Before setting a process goal, you need to write down the outcome you want to see by the end of this week. Please work on it now. I'll give you 2 minutes. By Friday, what do you want to achieve? It can be on personal growth. It can be very simple, like I can join the class affairs period on time every day. Make sure it is smart. I have an alarm clock right in front of me. I'll give you 2 minutes to work on to tell me the outcome that you want to see by the end of this week. Okay, next, if you have got your answers already, please write down the number of steps that you need to take. If you want to get the outcome, how many steps you have to take, and set a SMART goal for each step. Set a SMART goal for each step. After setting your SMART goal, please evaluate your SMART goals and see if they are SMART. So now you would be setting different SMART goals based on the outcome that you want to get. With the number of SMART goals that you have, it becomes the process goals. Then evaluate your goals and see whether they are SMART. It's okay if you need more time, and you may now pause and listen to me. I will end this section in 1 minute so that you can consolidate what you have learned, and your class teachers can also have some reminders, will remind you on something for tomorrow. So let me go through the last line with you. So are your goals SMART? SMART in terms of specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. When you set your process goal, make sure that all the goals you put down are SMART. SMART goals help you get closer to the outcome that you want to achieve. Please tell me your process go through the Google document. It is the task that I sent out through Google Classroom. And complete your work by 1:30 today. Your work will also be shared with your class teachers, and you will be looking at them tomorrow in the Sharing My Year Goal section. So that's it from me today. I hope you had a great day, and thank you very much for your participation. As I mentioned this morning, I really want you to do everything which are good for you. So it includes wearing school uniform and showing your faces. Just like what happened just now, I do not know whether you are here listening to me if you don't show your face. And when teachers are teaching you and respect you and dress properly, I do think that you have to dress properly and then show respect to teachers as well. So I will pass the time to class teacher for some consolidation of the day, and then you may be dismissed at 11:30. Thank you very much, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.